Good morning, everyone. I don't know how many will show up since I haven't been around for a few weeks, but hopefully people will come in. I see I popped up on my computer, so let me get that up so I can see comments after I flip my phone. I had a great time. My room is a disaster. I cannot find anything, so I will be cleaning it up today, and then I'll be having fun playing. I've got stuff everywhere. So hopefully I'll be able to get it cleaned up. Hey, Linda, and still have plenty of time for crafting. I had a great vacation. The weather was gorgeous. We did take a walk on the beach one day because it was a nice day. Or we didn't walk on the beach. We went down to see the beach. And other than that, we just took it easy, did a lot of shopping. What else did we do? Took a carriage ride. Hi, Carol. It's chilly and dreary down here too, Carol. I was used to nice weather and sunshine and came back here and it's like, oh, it's cold again. Took a carriage ride in downtown Charleston. I have never done that. I've been to Charleston once before, but we didn't do a carriage ride. We walked through the market there. I have done that. What else did we do? Just, a few things here and there we've decided to go do and just did it. But I got home, I guess about 3:30 yesterday. I drove straight through. We stopped for potty breaks and picked up lunch, but I kept driving because I got finger food so I could eat. I'm used to that with leaving from here and going to Maryland, and it's about equal distance, about 6 hours. So it's like just go and go. Now I have to tell you this funny story. I am not one that lets my gas tank get too far below half a tank. And it's not that I worry about it, it's just that I don't want to have to worry about trying to find gas. Well, we left yesterday and I had like 3/4 of a tank. So I thought we should be able to get home and then I can get gas here. Well, we hit, where did we see? I think we got off 95 in Smithville and we were headed down 70. Hey, Barb, towards home. And it's about an hour and a half from Smithville home. And I looked at my gas tank and I was like at 1/4 of a tank. And I thought I should be able to make it home. Well, we got to Kinston and my fuel light came on. Or it was just before Kinston. So, hey, Peggy. So we decided to stop in Kinston, and I went through Kinston to find a gas station. I finally found one just outside the main area before we turned off, and I went to fill it up. I think my tank holds 17 gallons. It took 16.19 gallons, so I had about 3/4 of a gallon left. I was running on fumes almost. So it was funny, but we filled it up, got here fine. Price of gas killed us to fill that thing up. It was like, oh my gosh. So I think that's another reason why I don't like it to go below a half a tank. It's a little bit easier to fork out $30 than to fork out $60 to fill it up. So I know it's crazy, but I do. I don't drive a whole lot, so it's no big deal. But other than that, we had a great time. I did sleep well last night, and so did Bijou. She actually let me sleep in a little bit this morning, which she doesn't normally. Hey, Gladys, doesn't normally do. Usually 7 o'clock, she's up and wants out, but not this morning. She was enjoying it also. I guess she didn't sleep well, so she hasn't left my side much, but that's okay. She gave me lots of hugs yesterday, and I enjoyed it. I do not have a card for today, but I have an idea, so that's what I'm going to go with. So you'll actually see me It's about 3:59 here, Linda, so about the same. I have an idea and I'm going to share it with you, and I'm going to make the card as I'm here. As I'm going. So you'll see, and it's actually a one sheet wonder, but this one's a little different. I ran across this and I went, that would be a fun one to do. So that's what I'm going to do. So give me a chance. I hope you have your hot beverage. Hey, Kathy, or your beverage of choice, I should say. Maybe you don't want hot, depending on where you are. And we'll get started. Now I'm going to put this back here, and I'm going to put it on the ledge because it's okay. It's Bijou. No, it's okay. Oh, sorry about that. I put my coffee down, and now she's going to bark. Okay, if you're the type that gets dizzy, close your eyes. Bijou. No. No. Bijou, come here. Come here. It's okay. I guess I put it down too hard on the ledge. If you're the type that gets dizzy, close your eyes because I'm going to flip my phone down. I'll tell you when it's ready to be the other way. So close your eyes now. Okay. Hey, you can open your eyes. It'll take me a few minutes to adjust. Let's see. I need to go back just slightly so I get a little bit more. I think I'm gonna, I'm gonna stop there, and I'm gonna move my paper rather than, or my mat rather than I think that's pretty good, although it doesn't look like it at the bottom. All right, let me see. I went the wrong way. All right. For my one sheet wonder, I decided to use the free paper. What is it called? It's the one, the rainbows one, but I'm using the dots and the stripes. And this is a 6x6. So the first thing I need to do, hey, Kathy. Oh, yes, they do, Gladys. All right, I'm going to take my 6x6 paper, and I'm paying attention to my stripes because I'm going to use both sides. So first cut I'm going to make is 2 inches. And the second cut I'm going to make, this is so easy to do, is 2 inches. And I pulled out all the coordinating papers because I don't know which colors I'm going to use. All right, now I'm going to cut 2 inches. And another 2 inches. So there's one strip cut. And then the other strip is going to be the same. It's 2 inches. So I have a bunch of 2-inch squares. I did pull out white for my card base, but you could easily change it up. I just figured it would be easier because my white is already cut to card bases and not have to do anything with it. All right, so I've got that. Now, I think I'm going to take 2 of these. I will need some white scraps, and I forgot to grab, do I have a piece of white over here? No, let me grab a full sheet of white. No, yeah, I'll need a full sheet of white. Some I'm going to put sentiments on, and some I'm going to put images. So I have my white if I do images. All right, I think for the first one, I'm going to do, I think I'll do Misty Moonlight. I did pull all my scrap paper, so I have it over here. And then these are 2 inches, so I'm going to make this 2 1/4. Only because I want a little bit more border around it, okay? So I'm going to cut myself 3 pieces at 2 1/4. So this is a quick and easy idea, all right? And then I'm going to take this piece of paper, and I'm going to cut it at 2 inches. I pulled a bunch of sentiments, so I figure I can do just about anything I want. I pulled all the colors that go with it, so I'm prepared. All right, now I'm going to take 2 pieces and I'm going to do this, and this is going to go like so. So I need my Stampin' Seal. All right, and I'm going to layer all of these on. And I did the 2 1/4 because I just felt it needed more of a border. Hey, Renee. All right. So I'm going to layer all these on. I thought the polka dots were kind of fun, and I love combining polka dots and stripes. So, got those. I'm going to take my card base, and I'm going to get it set up, and then I'm going to find a fun image for behind my sentiment that I'll stamp really, really light. All right, now the first one. This is a flat one. I'm not using any ribbon, and I'm not using any bows, ribbon and bows, or embellishments. You can always add that. My goal was to show you how to set it up. So here's the first one. And then I wasn't going to use dimensionals, but I think I'm going to put that middle one as a dimensional. And I'm kind of trying to make my spacing here and here even. All right, I cannot put dimensionals on there yet. I've got to find an image to put on there. Let's see, what do I have? I need something that's not too big. I don't want to use that because I'm using that one later. Oh, what do I have up there? Nothing. Let's do... That was a punch. Ooh, glad it didn't hit my foot. Let's do the big leaf on here. And one of the colors, I'm going to use the color from in here. It's Granny Apple Green. So I'm going to use Granny Apple Green, but I'm going to off stamp it because it'll be too dark. Ooh, that's going to be close. But I'll make it work. All right, give me a scrap paper here just so I can off stamp it. I wanted to use soft seafoam, but I don't see... Oh, I think I'll use Pool Party instead. I wanted something light. So let's see what Pool Party looks like. All right. I think I'm going to off stamp it. So, and I got a bubble on it, so I've got to be careful where that bubble is. All right, and I'm gonna, that way if I go over, it won't matter. So it's just a subtle background, and then I'll use Full Strength for my sentiment. And let's see, I think I'm gonna use Hope This Card Makes You Smile. This is in Celebration set also, and I love getting the ones, I've got something on that side, the words, and just, I use them all the time because I like to vary my sentiments. All right, so I've got that. I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to put this one on dimensionals. So I'm going to flip it over. And this will definitely need, I would say, gems or something on here. only because it's kind of plain, but if you want a quick and easy card, this is it. Trying to think what we have that would look cool on here. I'm not doing the background on this. You could, but I wanted to go with a quick and easy, because that's what one sheet wonders are supposed to be. It's quick and easy. That looks crooked. Can you tell you? Blah, I can't talk either. Can you tell I haven't done this in a while? We did have a play date down there. So there's the first card. But see, you could have easily put this on another color. But like I said, I wanted to use my paper for a quick and easy way. All right. Now, for this one, I'm going to use the stripes and then the polka dots, and I'm going to do some punch art. I think I'll use magenta. This is Magenta Madness. So I'm going to grab my Magenta Madness, and I need 3 pieces. I don't know if I have enough in here. Is that Magenta Madness? I got 2 colors in here, so I don't know which is which. That doesn't look like Magenta Madness. Don't you just love it when colors... Let me see which one works better. There's that one. One of these might be polished pink, and I may have put it wrong. This one is off. I'm going to use that one. Okay, so let me pull out my cutter. This one, it won't matter much because there's not a whole lot showing. And I'm going to go with 2 1/4 again. And then I need 3 pieces at 2 1/4. I thought this was interesting that they were all cut the same way. You know, a lot of times with one sheet wonders, they're cut all different directions, and you know, you got these little pieces to deal with and everything else. So I thought this was a good way to show you that you can take, all right, come on, your paper, and it does have to be, now this one has a direction to it. You have to be careful that if you choose, whatever you choose, there's no direction, because if it has a direction, it's going to be a problem putting it together. Your pages, your pieces will look funny. Okay, so I've got that. Here's my next card. And you know what? I'm going to try something. Wonder what the yellow is. Let me see. It's a mango or, oh, it's mango. Let's try a piece of Mango Melody as a background to see what it looks like. I won't cut it until I see if I like it. So I'm just gonna lay this on here like so. I'm gonna give it a try. It's kind of bright, but hey, bright's not bad sometimes. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for some bright colors and some bright spring colors and warmer weather. I'm just throwing my paper off all to the side. Like I said, I got to clean my room up, so I will later. All right. This one is going to be interesting. I am going to tone it down by using some punch art. Sorry about that. All right, now let's get this one down. can't, for some reason, remember to get the angle right on that. All right, I've got that there. Now, these two are going to go down flat. And it's basically the same layout. I am going to show you some other ideas. And I'm going to have my stripes go up and down. You can have them go whichever way you want. And I am going to do it this way so my two yellows aren't together. This I'm going to put on with dimensionals. So, I mean, this would be so cute, this idea. Great way to use this paper. Oops, I don't have my scissors. I took my scissors with me for our crafting class, and like I said, everything's all over the room. What was I saying? This would be great paper to use for birthday cards. Get well, bright, cheery cards. And like with me, I'm not really going to use a whole lot of sentiments on mine so that I can use them for any occasion. All right, now I'm going to put this in here, like so. And I'm going to, my punches are over here. I'm going to use the medium daisy punch, and I'm going to punch 3 daisies. I don't think this is wide enough. Yeah, it is. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so there's that. I'm pulling in my 1/2-inch circle punch. I love my circle punches. I do not get rid of them. They're great for workshops. All right, I'm taking 2 of them and I'm curling the leaves down. Oh, I should have. And the other one, I'm going to curl the leaves up. I meant to do the edges of this. So before I put it together, I'll do that. I wanted to put some Magenta Madness on the tips just to highlight it. I'll use this one. Just because that I want it to show up on there. Oh, thanks, Linda. Hey, Pam. So I'm just going to take and add some to the tips, just enough so that you notice the flower, so to speak. And some will have more on it than others, and that's quite all right. It's a handmade card. I kind of like the bottom to have more, so I am kind of going back further. Hopefully I'm still in camera. All right, so there. I've got my daisy made. Let me do that. Now I'm going to layer them. Normally I use dimensionals to layer them, but for this I'm going to use glue dots. And the reason being is I already have a lot of dimension with that one, and I don't want to. All right, now did you see I tried to pull this up and it's not going to work? Go the other direction. For some reason, sometimes they don't like to pull off one way. They like to go off another way. And then I'm going to set this down, and I'm offsetting my petals, but I'm not going straight in the middle. I'm leaving some extra space because I'm going to fill in the extra space with the other daisy. Oops. All All right, so now I'm gonna go this way with this. And as you can see, this I will put on with dimensionals because I want that flower to stay popped, so to speak. So I'm gonna put that right in the middle there. And I'm going to add a center with my 1/2-inch circle. Gotta make sure I get the right color, yes. I'm looking for a scrap. Here we go. Here's a scrap. That is their same color, yeah. I don't know how I ended up with 2 in there. The other doesn't look like polished pink, but you know, I guess it could have been a different dye lot. All right, that happens. All right, I don't have any more that way, so I'm gonna go and get this one. I'm gonna put that right in the middle. And you can easily stamp a little sentiment down there. So I've done one with the sentiment and a stamped image, one with the 3 papers and a die cut. All right. The next one I'm going to use, I think I'll use the stripes again. I think I'll do one with all stripes. And that leaves me an extra one. So I may, excuse me, hang on. Got a drink. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to do 2. And I'll use a white square on the last 2. So I'll have gotten 4 cards out. So I'm going to slice some 2s. Here, I'll do 2 of them. So I have, all right. And you could just do 3 cards and just use the pattern paper for them. So I think I'm going to use, for this one, I'm going to use, that's Bermuda Bay. So I'm going to use Bermuda Bay. Or do I want it the other way? I'm thinking. Party, Bermuda Bay. I got to do some playing. I'm going to add a layer to this one, but I want to see, do I want it pool party with this or this? I think I'm going to go this way. So I'm going to do my base with Bermuda Bay. So I'm going to cut a panel. Is this 4 inches? No, it's 4 1/4. Do I have one? Are these all? Nope, I don't. So I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4. So, I mean, using the colors from the paper, it's fairly easy to do. And then I need pool party, and these need to be 2 1/4. So the measurements all stay the same. Oops, didn't go far enough for that one. So you can mass produce this card just by doing all your cutting ahead of time. All right, and I need one more piece of pool party, and I'm not seeing one in here. I don't think this is big enough. No, that's not big enough. Do I have a piece in here? Oh, yes, I do. Now I gotta find something to do with this. Let's see, I've got those. So I'm all set with those. Now I'm going to take my card base. I hope it went well, Pam. I know this is your second, so good luck. And I know Peggy watches it on the replay because she has satellite and her satellite backs up. So I know a lot of people watch the replay. So it's one of those things. Sometimes we're busy and it's not a convenient time. So I'm going to flip this over. It looks a little crooked. All right, I'm going to put this on here. Like so. Got that on. Now I'm going to add my pieces. So what is everybody going to do today? You know I'm going to be cleaning my room in hopes that I can play. I have the kits for my Ladybug Stamp Camp to get put together. So I can mail those out on Monday. So I'll be working on that also. All right, I think I'm going to do the stripes sideways on this one. No, I know what I was going to do. I was going to do it this way. The others were portrait. This one is going to be landscape. Just to show you that it doesn't always have to be portrait. It could be landscape. All right, I'm going to put this one up here. And I'm using a slight border on this one. Oh, I got to flip it around. I want my colors opposite. You could have them side by side if you want. I like the interest. Now, what do I have? I can use that's going to go on there. I couldn't find my rain boots. I wanted my rain boots stamp set. So somewhere in my mess is my stamp set. I looked around and could not find it. I looked on the shelf. I have a stamp set out. So it was like, what did I do with it? I'll find it when I clean, but that won't do me any good now because I really wanted to use the flowering rain boots. And I have a spot over here to my right that I always put my stamp sets when I'm using them until I get all the pieces put back in. But I don't. I'm looking on my other desk, and I'm not seeing it. But it's got dies with it and everything, and I didn't take that one with me. And this is where I usually keep all my over across the room. So I don't know. Oh, I know what I'll use. I'll use the butterfly on this one. All right. Here we go. I'm going to use the butterfly. It's probably... I was going to do the ladybug on the last one, Marie, because I do have it here. All right. I'm going to pull this out of the way because this is... I had to clean off all my blocks because all my blocks were either had stamps on it that were dirty or that I had taken with me. And I think I'm going to stamp this one with Bermuda Bay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the butterfly. And I did it at an angle. There. And I saw something with this stamp set the other day, and I thought, oh, that's a cool idea. I'm going to try it. I may mess it up, but we'll try it. You take your, I'm going to use the black one, but you could use any color, only because my black ones I know will work. And you take and you outline the image. So you follow the lines and outline it. Have any of you seen this? I can go back and fill that in. All right, I'm gonna, you gotta go slower than I'm going, so. But I thought this was a cool idea. I can't remember. I think the one I saw, they had outlined it with color, but I thought, what a cool idea. Because I know that people struggle with using this stamp set, but here's another fun way to do it. And I'm just gonna do the whole antenna, and I'll put a bigger dot at the top. But that's what you do, and I think it adds a little bit to it. You could then fill this in with Wink of Stella. I don't have Wink of Stella over here. For some glitter, I can grab it and see. Okay. Here's my Wink of Stella. You just have to be careful not to get near that black, or you'll have a mess. Probably should do this first. So I did color it in. All right, so I added some Wink of Stella, so it is kind of sparkly. All right. Let me put my pen back. I'm going to wave this in the air a little bit so it takes and dries, so I don't smear it. I have been known to do that. All right. So this is a fun idea. And it can work for any 6x6. I'm always looking for ways to use my 6x6 paper, because more often than not, we're getting the 6x6, and unless it's like that gorgeous horizon paper, you know, that kind of stands on its own, I'm always looking for ways to use it. So there's that one. All right. We're down to one left. All right. And I got 2 pieces, and let's see. I've used the stripes twice. I think I'll go back to this. And I used, what did I use? Misty Moonlight with it. The Ladybug. I need, let's do Flirty Flamingo. Thanks, Linda. We can have a Flirty Flamingo. Ladybug. All right, so I need some pieces from in here. Ooh, that one might be a better one. I'm always looking for scraps so that I don't cut up big pieces. That one's a pretty big one. I'll leave and do the other one. All right, so I need 3 pieces at 2 1/4. That's what I'm going to do, Kathy, is the dot side. All right, so 2 1/4. I love when you guys offer suggestions. I'm always looking for ideas. All right, this is the last card. All right, I'm gonna move this out of here. All right, I'll leave that. I'm going to stamp my ladybug, which is here. I think I'm going to use this cute little one here. I just love this one and the face on it, only because it'll be easier to do than stamping that one and the wings and everything, because my punch is on the floor. That was the huge crash you heard. I dropped my punch. All right. Now I need my black. Okay. Oh, she fits in there so cute. She's a good size. So when you do this, just kind of pull out all your stamps and paper like I did and go with it. Now I need my Flirty Flamingo ink, which is here. So how many think there's going to be a color refresh this year? I know that there's some speculation on it. Oh, I was off a little, but that's okay. It's a handmade card. So we'll see if it happens. That Flirty Flamingo looks really strange. Hopefully it will get better. I'm going to set it there while let it dry a little bit. Let's put this together. And then I've got to figure out a background. Ooh, I wonder what black would look like. I like to use, me too, Carol. I don't want a color refresh. Although I'm not buying colors until I know. I'm holding out. All right, here's my card base. Let's see. Now I'm thinking a black background. What do you guys think with the Flirty Flamingo? Any other suggestions? I'll pull out a piece of black so we can see what it looks like. That's a card base, don't want that. This one isn't. All right, and I think I'm going to go this way with this one too. I'll do another landscape. So I think I'll put this and this and that. So what do you think? All right, there's the black. Let me get my Granny Apple and see what the Granny Apple looks like. All right. Okay, so there's the black. And there's the Granny Apple. So black or Granny Apple green? Just some of them, Kathy. They try to take out ones that, you know, have been around for a while and refresh it to just keep it up to date, because some of the colors are, you know, are out of style. Okay, so far, one Granny Apple, one black, and both. Another black, that's two black, one Granny Apple. All right, let's do the black, just because I think it'll pop it. So, you're quite welcome, Kathy. All right, 5 1/4 by 4. And I will take pictures today and get them up. It'll take me a bit because after this I need to finished my tea and I was dust mopping. I got back and I have fur balls everywhere from Bijou, so I want to get that done. All right, so we've got that. And how did I have it? Did I have it that way? I think that's what I did. I don't remember. Was that what I did to the dots at the bottom? Or were the dots at the top? I think they were at the bottom. I'm going to go with the bottom. And I'm going to leave just a tiny border. Okay. Try to make it as even as possible. This one is going to go on. Oh, you know what would be cute on here? We had the ladybug trinkets on, they were on the clearance rack. I don't know if they still are, but those would be cute on here. I had wanted to do the rain boots because that's my next class coming up. But I like I said, I don't know what I did with my stamp set. I'm gonna have to, I'll find it today when I clean. It's probably staring me straight in the face. I may have put it in the, now I don't see the bin over there that I keep all my class stuff in. All right. And I'm going to put this there like so. There it is. All right. I thought I saw somebody's say something about the rainbow, but it disappeared. All right, let me see. These two, I'm gonna put these two at the top. These two are portrait, and these two are landscape. So four different ideas. I've done that too, Linda, and I find it, and what's happened is I put it on the wrong side of my turning table. I put it in with the retired stuff, and it's not retired. But there it is, and there are, in this special moments, there's Just a Little High from Me, Hello Sunshine. There's some smaller ones in there that would be cute on it. And there we go. Which is your favorite? The ladybug, the butterfly, we're going to say the sentiment, or the daisy? Thanks, guys. I love when you can take an idea like this and just make a ton of them. I'm partial to daisies too, Kathy. What do you think of, oh gosh, I hit everybody's likes today. You all like something different. What do you think of using your black pen to outline this image? This one is from Amazing Silhouettes. I'm looking to see. It's got the tree, the leaf, and the butterfly. What do you think? I kind of like that idea with it. I think it really makes it pop. Oh, I didn't realize I had used different layouts too with this one. Linda, I did too. I saw it and I liked it, and I hadn't done it until here. But I really kind of like that black outline. You just have to be a little bit slower so you don't get wide pieces like that. Or fill it in with this was Bermuda Bay marker instead of the black. So, but there it is. Okay. If you're the type that gets dizzy, close your eyes because I'm going to flip this up and I don't want you to get dizzy on me. And then I'll let you know when you can look. So close your eyes. Here I go. Okay. All right, all clear. So I've been thinking, guys. I know I do the mystery stamping, but nobody's playing along. So what I thought I would do is, instead of doing mystery stamping on Monday night, what if I did a sketch layout and I gave you the sketch with all the measurements, and then you guys could make cards. I'd make the card to demonstrate it Monday night at 7:30. And then, thanks for the hearts. I appreciate it. Then you can make a card and post it to the page to show others some ideas. What do you think of that idea rather than the, you're quite welcome, Linda. Love the hearts, guys. Thank you so, so much. I just think that might be a better idea, since, you know, most people aren't apparently don't want to do the mystery stamping, but I was thinking maybe a sketch challenge. That way you can use, I've got 2 likes. So you like the sketch idea? All right, because then, you know, I'd come up with a simple sketch, make the card. I might even make a couple of samples to show you, and then you can take the next week and make your version and share it with us. We all have a ton of supplies. Oh, thanks, Carol. You didn't really want to see it right now. It's a mess. Hey, Linda. But, yeah, I designed, when I built the house, I knew that my bonus room was going to be my studio. So I wanted it big, and I added a bathroom so that when I have classes up here, if the ladies need to use the restroom, it's here. Well, Linda, a sketch would be a perfect way to start using it up. You find some of your 6x6 and do some of these cards like I did today and share them with us. I think you guys can post, if you post, when I get it cleaned up, Carol, I will. I don't want to show it to you now. It's a pretty mess. Especially the table over there that I work at. When I left, I was throwing stuff, grabbing stuff and throwing stuff all over the place, and so I've got a mess. But that's my goal today, is to get it cleaned up so that I can use my time to create and not have to look for stuff. And I bet I find my rain boots stamp set in the mess. Okay, guys, I'm going to get ready and go. Oh my gosh, I was on almost an hour. That's unusual. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. But I'm going to get ready and go downstairs and finish my tea, clean up my kitchen because I made my breakfast and I left it. And Monday night, 7:30 right here, I will be here with a sketch and make a card to show you how to make it. And then you guys can make your cards and share it with me. Everybody have a great weekend. It's supposed to rain on Sunday, so I want my room clean so I can play all day. It's looking kind of dreary today too. It's cold. I took Bijou out this morning. I had to put my heavy coat back on. I don't like this stuff. So Eastern time, yes, Kathy. Are you on Midwest or West Coast? Thanks, Gladys. You have a great weekend also. When I post it, I usually say Eastern Standard Time just because it's easier. Of course, Kathy, you might be down in, you're in Ohio. Okay. You should be the same time as we are, unless, I don't know, some states do daylight savings time and some don't. So, but it's 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope I see you guys all there. Have a great weekend. Take some time, get crafty, and have fun. Look for my cards later today. Bye.